EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll run. It's Mostert, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Back to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. We saw him throw it like that last year in Columbus. He's got his guys a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Metcalf takes the grab again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Deonte Banks comes up to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop, look off the safety, hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now give to Mostert, heading right. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Raheem Mostert, touchdown Pittsburgh. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Montrell Washington now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. give up the middle. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake. No chance at all. He'll go down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. They'll look to throw again. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the air one more time. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, right side, he's got it. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And an important gain there as they move out past the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Finding space at the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Giants.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Velus Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
This fielded inside the 35. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a handoff to Mostert. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The man in motion here is Chart. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Sly's kick is good. And the Steelers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Down the sideline. And they will finally get him out of bounds. It is a big... They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Oh, Neighbors wide open. It's complete. He is in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look downfield for Chart. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ready.
The man in motion here is Chart. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9.
A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
First down and more inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at him go! And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the jump. Set. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That his second touchdown tonight.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances, and boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Second and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Here's a run going left. Good blocking to the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready, set. Set.
The man in motion here is Chark. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
That's third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning